Okay, as I promised Steve Carlson in a little note that I left on one of his videos, I'm going to do a Manic Hispanic video. Here we go. But we're not going to go with the Manic Hispanic at first. We're going to show a couple of cassettes. Well, not a couple, a bunch of them. Anyway, first cassette on Das Boots tapes. Angry Simone's Are You a Square? Demos from 1978, 1981. If you're a fan of the Angry Simone's, you're going to have to put up with this thing instead of a vinyl record, because I don't think this is on any type of vinyl anywhere. And these are demos of songs from their first two releases, but the lyrics are different. That's what makes this thing worth seeking out and maybe even buying a cassette player. The lyrics are different to, songs like Steak Knife, Matchstick Men, Todd Killings, Lights Out, Hazeman's Brain is Calling, on and on. My Old Man's a Fatso. The lyrics are kind of the same as on the releases that you may know. But wow, the rest of this. Das Boots tapes, Are You a Square? Angry Simone's. Alright, and the quality is very, very good. The quality on this one is not as good. This is the Weirdos Ranting in a Rubber Room, first demo sessions. It's got all the great Weirdos hits on it, and they are demo versions of those great hits. And it's a must-have for any Weirdos fan. Something I forgot about this Angry Simone's tape. The very first song is a cover song of an Iggy and the Stooges song, and they do a crazier version than Iggy and the Stooges could ever do. Believe it or not. Alright, second tape. The Meat Puppets, first album outtakes. November 18th, 1981. November 24th, 1981. And this is a recording of the practice sessions right before they recorded the very first Meat Puppets album. This thing is priceless. It's such a wonderful listen. Alright, this one is Blondie, Out in the Streets, 1975 demos. Let's skip that. That one's no good. Alright, when I bought these tapes from Feral Kids Records, they sent me 4 bonus tapes. This one is called Outrage Factor. It's thrashy, crazy punk. Not too imaginative. This one is The Drains, Easy to Love. This is crazy punk rock. It's not thrashy, but boy, is it imaginative in this band. I think this is the only thing they ever put out, and I don't think they're a band anymore. Really too bad. That Drains cassette is very entertaining. Okay, here's a cassette by a band called Cobra Cobra. And this is on More Power tapes. This thing is wonderful. It's just great Hispanic punk rock. And again, this band is no more. That's too bad. Alright, this is Basement Rat, Pura Mujer. Again, great Chicano punk rock. And this band also is no more. Alright, let's get into the Manic Hispanic. Manic Hispanic is one of my favorite bands of all time. Here are ticket stubs from all the times that I went and seen them. Here's advertisements from shows. This is one, Agent Orange, Manic Hispanic. Anyway, let's get into the albums of Manic Hispanic. This is their very first one, The Menudo Incident. I would describe the songs on this because it is a whole album of cover songs given the East LA treatment. And half of the songs on this thing I think are better than the original. You know, by X, The Damned, Wire, circle jerks, the lyrics that they put to those tunes that we all know and love, out of sight. Here's another jacket, because I had to buy another copy because my original copy got warped. Here's the record. Here's a set list from, I don't know, maybe the first or second time I ever saw him. And I would describe the songs to you, or, tell you the names of the songs. I don't need to. Look up the Manic Hispanic on YouTube. And you'll spend all day just digging the way they've turned those old punk rock songs around and made them East LA punk rock. The music is pretty much the same as the original. It's the lyrics that make these records just must-haves. The way they change the lyrics around just will have you busting a gut. All right. And you can go on Discogs, punch in Manic Hispanic. You'll see all the releases. This one's red. This is the Recline of Mexican Civilization. Now, there is a Manic Hispanic record called Mijo Goes to Junior College, and it's not out on vinyl. It's a CD-only release, and it would be wonderful if that did come out on vinyl. Because that song, My Homeboy is a Joto and He's Out of Control, you could listen to that the rest of your life. All right. And this is the most recent Manic Hispanic record, Back in Brown. And what makes this thing special is this dude was the dude that started Manic Hispanic. And I cannot remember his name. I think his name was Gabby. Yeah, Gabby. Well, he died. Gabby died. And I thought that was the end of Manic Hispanic, because every time I saw him, Gabby was the lead dude, and he was doing the tunes. Oh, by the way, a Manic Hispanic concert with Gabby, which, if you didn't catch it, you cannot see now, was the funniest thing. Wow, it was so funny. You were rocking out and laughing at the same time. Anyway, let's get back to this new Manic Hispanic record without Gabby. Oh, and the dude from the Adolescents was in this band. Steve Soto. I thought this was unnecessary. It shouldn't have been made. Not without Gabby. Until I heard it. Wow. This one is almost just as good as the Gabby records. They got a new dude singing. The lyrics are just as entertaining as on the Gabby records. I have to admit, even without Gabby, the Manic Hispanic rules. Alright, that's the end of this video. Remember, just because there's no Gabby doesn't mean this thing isn't a wonderful, funny record. And damn it, this Angry Simone's cassette. Das Boots tapes. The lyrics are different from the first two original releases that you probably have. They're rougher. They're screamier. They're more vile. It's kind of a rough listen. But if you're an Angry Simone's fan, it's a must-have. Alright, that's the end of this video. Ay. Hey, you know what I'm going to do at the end of this video? I'm going to do a show-off of something I have and you don't. This is the Plasmatics book. Your Heart in Your Mouth, the First 4 Years. I stole this from my brother Sean. He bought it right when it first came out, and I just didn't trust him to take care of it the way that I take care of my things. If you ever see this book under $100, it's more than worth it. Unless you don't like the plasmatics, and then buy it anyway and give it to a cool person that does like the plasmatics. Alright, the end of this video. I miss Gabby. Wish he hadn't have died.